Just a second. Okay. Welcome back to low energy videos, where I have been up for feels like a day, whatever it is. I'm not hungover anymore, and here we are playing a game I have not played in many a moon. I played this in the PlayStation back in the day, Legacy of Kain, and I remember it being very edgy, like edgelord central, and a lot of talking, but it kind of had a cool aesthetic and kind of had a cool vibe to it. So, what are y'all looking at? Y'all looking at me, start new game. So let's see how this works.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I have served Kain a millennium. The gift continued to evolve. We became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
Look, I'm the vampire. But I'm the cool one. So Sirius is named after me.
For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
I don't like the way it keeps coming back to my screen.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
Oblivion.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of
They're not
Kain's
pretty
abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again.
I like his
Use
walking.
your hatred to weave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul Reaver,
Oh, title
my
drop.
angel of death.
Or dance. It's all good. Okay, so arrow keys to move. Okay, this is. Yeah. Okay. Right. This seems neat. Mouse isn't used, so. I wonder if the controller would work. It's straightforward. Everything is so blocky and scales everywhere. No wonder this was on the PlayStation.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great
Juron, you
span.
must discover the 3 orbs of destiny. Also fight the dinosaurs. That's kind of cool too, I guess. Okay. A to engage. Whoa. This is strange.
You must visit other gates before this portal will be open to you.
Oh, I don't like this slide. Look at that. This doesn't stop. He just kind of slides. That's a problem. Talk. Go to the clock world. Let's see. Apparently I can't use any of these, I'm just here for show for now.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You've become a devourer of souls.
No, I was gonna say this.
To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Reave them, if you will. Oh, deed we. Look what he does it. I mean, like if I went like this. I hate. think these steps need to be bigger. It's straightforward. This kind of reminds me of Medieval. Game I so can't wait to play. Old C and space bar died.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
Cats. That didn't work. Controls are kind of janky. It's going to take a while to get used to them. Controls like these again. I never played any of the other Soul Reaver games, Blood Omen games, and the Kain games, basically. Come on, rotate the camera. Jump, then hold spacebar together. Sure. Just
What scabrous wretches are these?
They're my
Sure, in the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
A's to attack. S is auto. Oh, cool. Yeah. The attack. It's not. Serious, serious, so serious, serious, serious. Oh hell, man! I haven't played this since the PlayStation. Oh, controls are getting it's a bit tricky to master the controls, but I remember I enjoyed it. I thought the world was really cool. I might have actually got it on the Black Friday sales myself. Bit of lag. It's just the weather.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter
It says
and will
there
yourself
is,
to become
but-
manifest in the physical world.
Let's hear him speak.
This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Cool. Yeah, now options says there's gamepad configuration. But it's not any sort of gamepad I know of. So I'm guessing it's one of those like custom made ones. He does. Big blocky tits. Press enter. Press A to cast. Okay, cool.
Sustain your strength
It's like an
to
old
prolong your
1920s cartoon that
manifestation in
never
the
stays
physical
still.
world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
So you'll die. I think that was a given. like it has a Dreamcast logo down there at the bottom. So what do I do? Where do I go? Okay. Okay, so what's like the dream world? The sound effects of his feet sound weird. Oh no, that's where I came from, so that means I go over here. Never played any of the others, but I'll be kind of curious to see. You come back here with your butt. Come on. Camera angles still all over the place, like any other game from this time. Come on! Like I said, I never played it, but I do love the world it's in. Nosgoth. It's very edgelord teenager vibe.
Your efforts are futile, Raziel. Such objects are but shadows in the spirit world.
Oh, okay. Hello, use my screen. Options, control keyboard. Keys. Enter. Strange. Hell yeah. That'd be brilliant. Because it ended on the cliffhanger, didn't it? The games. That's what it's very clever with the way everything.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
Fuck! Oh, totally. That would be cool. Am I in the physical world or what? Ah, bollocks. Okay. This is going to be complicated. Okay, so we... Ooh, that was close. Now I should be able to open it. Yay! I'll tell you one game I'd love to see again.
Creatures.
Myst.
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel?
Oh, it's
Much has changed since you
it's
passed
the
from
direction
world
keys,
of
but yeah,
men.
it's still gonna be shit. I like the way like time has passed and like
I
it's
knew my
post-apocalyptic.
opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. A vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
X for grapple, and now we throw them like this is.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
I think the auto face is fucking ridiculous. Because F is to grapple, and I'll throw this guy into the water and see how it goes. Ah, fuck off. Oh, I'd hate to play this while drunk. Come on. Give it to me, baby. I'm gonna do this if it kills you. Oh, beautiful. That's what I get for being right around some bloody water. I think they'd be instinctively like, hey, I don't want to be around this.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Great. So, where do I bring it? Okay, so where do I take it? Oh, I'll probably take it here. A lot of people will be complaining about this game, saying it's nowhere near as like forgiving. Of course they're not. And it doesn't hold your hand either. What? For God's sake. Wish you could rotate the camera or something. Let's crush over this body. Let's do. Maybe up here. Is there no camera angle? Left control. Okay. There it is. See, this works. I've also got the original Tomb Raider lined up. Yep. Oh wow, your hunger gets your health drains fairly quickly.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
I just don't remember to go after that. Rock. I thought the other guy is just there, like, I never liked him anyway. Oh man. They're so slidey. Dude, I didn't want you to do that. God, they do not make this easy. Want my blood, I want your soul.
The doors of the sanctuary were immovable, either barred from the inside or rusted shut. I would need to find another means of entry.
Okay. I like the voice actor, that's for sure. Let's round the gem. God. this is me, Kain. It looks like they're doing a little dance. Come back here. I want to eat your soul. This is the place from the start of it.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss, my tomb, and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Oh, I'm sure they're doing fine. This whole universe seems nice and upbeat. Need to find one of those big circular pool things. It still kind of looks impressive. Oh, you motherfuckers. Gee, I wish I knew where to take him. Oh, fuck that. I think I have to bring him up there. Don't do that. Don't let him fall. Come on. Come at me, bro. What's the matter? You scared? Yeah, you scared. Really used the terrain to your advantage, bro. Oh, nice. Come on, it should be on fire at this point. Ah, he won't be able to pass by this door. No, neither will I, apparently. Yeah, we've been waiting for you. Cool music. One sturdy torch. This one's in Skyrim, it's a shame. Cool. Look at that guy. Picks up a rock like it's made out of styrofoam. I learned these from cavemen. Rock smash. Eating. Ah, that's nothing. You have to hold down F and let it go and it throws it. That's a good throw though.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Well, I feel so sorry that his family of monsters are all dead. This burn will make things better. Where is he? Where'd they go? What a hiding. Need to get my hands on a decent controller, I think. Maybe someone's done PlayStation support. I haven't done it. Jesus, slog. I like even though they're dying, they do a little dance. A lever. It is a lever. him off the side. Okay. Alright. That rain? Cool. Wait, I thought rain was poisonous to vampires. This is water.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
I'm sure that guy was a dick, though, so it's alright. Music's changed. At least they have a decent sleep. Decency to wear loincloths. Oh, I died. This song matches I'm gonna wrap up in a minute. This is fun, but the controls are bitch. It'll take me forever to remember. Get back into the swing of it. You have to lift it. Does he have a crossbow? That motherfucker had a crossbow.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Oh yes, because you're able to stand on the moral high ground. Back in my day, vampires were pretty. Oh, that's cool. Keep this. music's weird. It kind of sounds like it's trying to be another song altogether. Alright. Come on. Come on. There you go. Alright, so, I'm actually just going to leave it here. I will be back later on today to play... I don't know. I think it Cossacks. See if I'm getting Cossacks running on this. That should be a bit of a laugh. Anyway, thank you to anyone who popped in the chat, and thank you to anyone who watches in the future. If you like what you saw, remember to give a thumbs up, and if you did not, remember to give a thumbs down. If you're not already, please consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, please remember to hit that notification bell. I will be back later on today. So until then, I hope you all have a muy bueno day. It means good, so I'm told. So I'm out of here. Bye.